All right, everyone, good evening or good morning or good afternoon, and welcome once again to D and Z TV, the number one, the champion place for up to date information of everything that is happening in the palace of the Oni of Ife and also at the entertainment industry at large. So, right about now, there's something peculiar that's happened in the palace where Naomi has actually opted to go for cleansing with the Ifa priest. Yes, Naomi has opted to go for cleansing with the Ifa priest. But a lot of people are actually kicking against this notion and gesture, feeling that she should not have associated herself with some unscrupulous elements, and she should not associate herself with tradition, because she is not a traditionalist, but she is a daughter of Zion. So it has actually generated so much conversations from different quarters, as some people are actually of the opinion that even if she is a pastor, tradition is tradition. And also, don't forget that she actually married a traditionalist. So if you marry a traditionalist, you should expect that when issues come up, there's every tendency that they are going to need traditional methods, to fix most of these issues and most of these incidences. Yes, they're actually going to be needing the traditional method to fix things up, in as much as it has been quite challenging and quite difficult, especially putting into cognizance that Naomi is actually a, a woman of God. Now, imagine somebody who is a woman of God now wanting to go and get involved in traditional practices. It actually is going to be spilling some beans and making people to have different notions and different behavioral attitudes towards it. Truth be told, Naomi has actually tried to keep herself, clean, devoid of any form of challenge or issue. But truth about the matter is that she's always still found herself in very tough, difficult situations and circumstances, circumstances that have actually really been beyond her control. Like, if one begins to now begin to wonder how on earth did Naomi find herself in detention, you now find out that it's actually something no one can really comprehend. No one can comprehend it, because so many issues have come up, so many things have happened, so many people have said different things in their nature, in their mind, the way they want to do it and say it. But all in all, in as much as all these issues have consistently demystified what's happening in the palace, it has also still been pretty difficult for people to go their way. Now they are insisting that Naomi should come out, to the to the Ifa priest for cleansing. So we begin to imagine now, what gives the Ifa priest the right, to know that they can actually cleanse Naomi. you know um if truth be told, cleansing is actually something that everybody is supposed to use their own mind, accept to do by themselves alone. You do not need to be cajoled, you do not need to be pressurized, you do not need anybody to put you under pressure, to activate this kind of thing. But begin to when you now begin to lose guard, then you now know that of a truth you are actually not going to have it as easy as it should come. You know that if a priest already could have actually found succor and ease, working with people like Ashley, people like Toby Phillips, people like Ronke. And the solution is actually not far-fetched. The why they can actually be involved in all of this is because consistently or constantly they have actually been traditional practices, as against Naomi, who all her life she has never been a traditionalist. All her life Naomi has actually been around the church space. You see, when people find themselves in the church space, they have some level of fear of God in them, fear of God that makes them to be very very devoid of some certain things and certain innuendos. Certain things like ability to understand some certain things, ability to know that you should love your neighbor as you love yourself, ability to activate things out of not to activate things out of context. A lot of people these days have a way of activating things out of context. Something wey no happen the way e go happen, you go come twist am, come talk am, just because you want make e favour you. So all of this have actually and consistently been happening, making the palace now look like it's a child's play, whereas the palace is actually the place where people can definitely and always get some things adequately done. When they say things are getting things adequately done, it has to do with having understanding of the times. People these days don't really have understanding of the times. People these days just feel that if you're not where you need to be, you need to do a lot of other things so that you can be in those places where you ought to be. So right about now, they've sent an executive order to Naomi to present herself before the Ifa priest for cleansing. And this is something she is not actually going to refuse. Rather, she's going to oblige to it. And the reason behind her obliging to it is really because she, as a matter of necessity, wants to protect Prince Tadi. And there are some certain decisions that if she takes now, it is somehow going to affect Prince Tadi. So instead of these things affecting Prince Tadi, the best she can do is to make sure that she elevates herself and lives above board. Yes, she needs to elevate herself and live above board. She needs to put herself in some level of a level of predicament that no one can actually understand. Because when this is done and properly done too, not just Naomi is going to have peace, but I think Prince Tade too is going to have peace. And if Naomi has had peace, Prince Tade has had peace, then technically peace is actually going to return to the palace of the Oni of Ife. Alright, my people, this is where we'll be stopping this video till we come your way again. I remain your brother D and Z TV. So if there's anything you want to hear or know on this channel, let us know and we'll be glad to make sure we send the information to you in their mic. Thank you and see you some other time. Bye bye.